Oh,
Go for it.
are we on?
Yep.
What's happening, everybody? We're back, and we've got a new game that we haven't played before. So I hope everybody is extremely hyped for that. We're playing Lasers and Feelings, a one-page sci-fi RPG. And we're going to make characters on stream and play the game. Right from the top. So. And also, I'm setting it in the Star Trek universe, so it will be Star Trek as well. So that's fun. No one but me really knows that much about Star Trek. I don't believe. Wait, you watched the original series, right, Chris?
Yeah, I've dabbled in the Star Treks.
Dabbled. There you go. So yeah, that is what's up. Essentially, and the dice mechanic on this is that we're only going to be using d6s, and everyone has two stats. Those stats are lasers and feelings. Lasers is like technical know-how, physical ability, yada yada yada. Basically, anything that is physical knowledge or technical, and that is the roll under number. Essentially everybody will pick a number between 2 and 5, and that will be the roll over under number. Okay. Lasers is the low roll. Feelings is the high roll, and that is empathy and persuasion and any sort of social skill. And so everything is going to fall under either lasers or feelings. There's a whenever someone's going to attempt something that's risky, they will roll a d6 and try and roll either over or under, depending on the situation. And if they're prepared, they'll roll 2d6 and try and hit their number. If they're an expert and they're prepared, they'll roll 3d6. There's a mechanic for people to help that we will go over when the time comes for that. But essentially, that is the mechanic. It's very simple. It's mostly going to be narrative. So we will see how it goes. I've never run this game before. So we'll figure it out as we go. So we'll make our characters real quick. Who wants to go first? And I'll
I can go first if no one.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Go first. Is
So,
that okay?
If you look at the first column on the sheet,
Mhm.
we're gonna pick a style for your character. You had an idea for a type of alien, which I think we'll just use instead of the style. So do you want to describe what you had in mind?
I have an alien. I am choosing an alien.
Oh well, alien is one style, so there you go.
My role for my character, I want to be a scientist.
Cool. Very good.
Let's see. Choose a number, 2 to 1. A high number means you're good at lasers.
Very
Cold
good.
rationality. So I'm gonna go all laser.
Nice.
How do I go full laser?
So you want to do a 5, I believe. Or no, you want to do a 2. That would, if you're full lasers, that means if you roll a d6 and you get a 2 or over, you succeed on lasers. And you would have to get literally a 1 to succeed on feelings if you were going to do a feelings roll. Does that sound like something that you'd want to do?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay, cool.
I want a very socially awkward character.
Nice. Okay, cool. Sounds
And
good.
a cool space adventure name. I'm gonna be Omni.
Omni, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Let's see. Character goal, player goal, get your character involved in crazy space adventures.
Well, yeah. So you're part of a crew. You all are going to be part of a crew of a ship. You're picture like Firefly style, right? You're just trying to keep.
Yeah.
Right? So that's kind of the overall goal of the crew. But do you have an idea of why Omni has joined them personally?
For to absorb all of their knowledge
Oh my god.
from their foreheads.
Oh my god. All right, sounds good. Everybody's got forehead ridges. It is Star Trek, so that is all good.
Okay.
Love it.
I have a clear theme of high mimes in this.
Oh, god damn it.
Very fun. I like Omni. Omni's cool. Describe Omni real quick because you had like a striking visual for that.
Okay, if you see Omni, Omni is a humanoid creature made up of just stardust. They're almost like an elemental but made of space instead of water. But they are wearing a Star Trek suit, but it is just kind of like blowing in the wind a little bit.
You've got maybe like a pressure suit and maybe like a dome helmet, and you can just see like stardust like floating around inside of this suit. And you're just like, very
Oh,
I love that. Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, so that is Omni. That's how easy character creation is. We're literally done. So who would like to go next?
I can go. I don't care. I don't want to take anybody's like role.
That's why
what
I'm
they
going
wanna
last.
play. My goal is always to fill in the hole that we need filled.
Oh yeah, fill in
Yeah,
the
no
hole
worries.
that we need filled.
Unintended. So,
Literally. Sorry, I'm writing down these characters still. Okay. What would you like to be? And I said this off stream, but I'm going to assume you guys are humans unless you tell me otherwise. Since again, Star Trek has a lot of aliens. We'll just assume humans unless I say or unless you tell me otherwise. So choose a star for your character. What kind of thing you want him to be? And you can see the list. They're under number 1 there in the first column.
yeah. I was thinking I'd be an android. Is that a thing? Can I do
Ooh,
that?
yeah, very good. Yeah, androids exist in the setting. There's a lot of like, cybernetic upgrade stuff. There's also like the Borg, which are a big hive mind, but to be fair, the Borg, there's only like really one Borg who's left the collective that is like we know of. You know what I mean? Which
It's me! I'm just kidding.
yeah,
No.
There's also people who have like been assimilated by the Borg and like got away and then been
Yeah.
unassimilated, which is another thing you could possibly be if you wanted to do that. But yeah, there's just normal androids as well, people with like cybernetic bits and.
I think that's what I want to be. That more have I want to have cybernetic bits.
Sounds good. Very good. What is cybernetic about your bits?
I don't know. I would say,
We can figure it out in play if you.
yeah, that's fine. I mean, I just want them to be maybe smarter than the average person more than anything, and maybe have like secret fingers that detach and shoot stuff out. I don't know.
Cool. I'm into that. Hey, we'll figure it out as we go. Truly, that is as freewheeling as this game is. What do you want to do for your role on the ship?
Can there be 2 scientists?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'll be a scientist too then.
Oh yeah.
I always want to be a scientist.
Yeah, it's dope. I mean, honestly, in the setting, it works. What about your over/under number? Low numbers is going to be better at laser. High numbers is better at feeling.
Maybe like go midway, be like a 3 for lasers and a 4 for feelings.
Oh, and while we're talking about midway, there is another way that you can succeed besides getting over or under. If you roll your number exactly, that is called a laser feelings, and you basically get like a unique insight into whatever you're trying to do. It's kind of so 3 successes is an actual crit. Laser feelings get you like a special insight. Okay, so they're a little bit different, but there's kind of 2 different ways to crit in this. It's fun. So that is good. Okay, so we got you 3 on lasers, and what is your goal? Oh, what's your name and your goal?
Oh shit. Name?
Cool space adventure name, like Sparks
Andromeda.
McGee or something.
Andromeda. The android.
Andromeda the android.
Love that.
Very original.
Love it.
And my goal is to solve weird space mysteries.
Love it. Software space mysteries, very dope. Fun times. All right. Sorry, 1 second.
Hey,
Nick, I'm just clarifying something. So I'm looking at this sheet, and it says a high number means you're better at lasers, and a low number means you're better at feelings. Is that right?
A high
For
number
number-
means you're better at lasers. Do you want to roll? Oh yeah. Hey, V, let's make your number a 5 instead. Of the 2.
So-
yeah.
So
I
what are
will.
my scores?
Your skill is actually a 5 because you want to roll under it for lasers. Right. Roll. And you want to roll over for feelings. So if it's a 5, you can only succeed on a 6 for feelings. But if it's a 5, you can succeed on 5 through 1 for lasers. Does that make sense? I just got them
Yeah.
flipped. I got them reversed. Thanks, man. Okay, cool. So that's Omni's stat number is now at 5. Cool. All right, who's next?
I'll go next.
All right, great.
So
Alright.
I kind of did homework before the game, so I kind of started already.
Okay, great.
Okay, so I assigned a number for each thing. So what I got was a savvy engineer, who
Okay.
has a 3 in the number,
Okay.
and the goal is to just do the bare minimum without getting caught.
Nice. Love it. Okay, so as an engineer, you're gonna obviously be like maintaining the ship, doing all that kind of stuff as well. Scientist characters, for the other people, you're probably like comms officers or whatever, like stuff like you're gonna be dealing with like running the sensors and doing all kinds of stuff. Radical sounds good to me. Did you pick a race or are you just gonna be human?
Just human.
Okay, cool. Nice.
And what's your character's name?
Yeah, what's your character's name? What's your cool space name?
Mox Swede.
Max
Sorry, can you say that one more
Swede?
time? Mox.
Mox Swede.
Sweet, like Swedish?
No, it's SWEED.
So like Mox
Gotcha, okay.
Swede, but Mox.
All right, I
Swede.
love it. MOXSWEED. Very dope. Big fan. Love Mox Swede. What is Mox's goal?
To do the bare minimum without getting caught.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Bare minimum. Okay, love that. Do the bare minimum. Big fan, just like me at work. All right. Very
I
fun.
was inspired by myself. No, I'm just kidding.
There you go. All right. And who is next? Two more.
I could go.
Okay.
Let's see here. I think out for the alien type, I'm just like scrolling through this, and the ones that caught my eye were like the Roylan.
Roylan? Not
Yeah,
sure. Spell that for me. I don't even know what that one is.
Roylan. It's number 44 on the top 50. I'm surprised you don't know it.
I mean,
According
honestly,
to denofgeek.com.
there's truly some. Oh my god! Like this little guy from Star Trek 09.
Yeah, that
Love
one.
it.
He's so
He's
handsome.
Simon Pegg's little buddy from the J.J. Abrams Star Trek.
Because
All right,
everyone
hell
you
yeah,
thought
very
everybody
cool.
would just want to be humans.
Honestly, hey, I had no idea. All right, hell yeah.
I think Roylan is gonna be a I guess I was thinking engineer, but I'm now thinking instead maybe a pilot.
Very good. He flies the ship.
Yeah,
Love it.
I think he's gonna be the pilot, and for the let's see,
The stat number.
what is this? The stat number we can go 2. We don't have anybody doing anything super low yet, so
Okay, cool. So he's not a great pilot, which
no, he's not. But he's swindled his way into the spot.
he's like
I
much
love it.
more empathetic than everybody else.
Oh yeah. He's
Yeah.
feeling his way through the flying, mechanics.
That character, by the way, is very good. He might even be Warwick Davis. I could be wrong. He's a little guy.
Oh wait,
maybe I can-
is this a
Great.
small? Is this are my like size small? As far as
Oh
like,
yeah, he's a small little buddy.
heck yeah, that makes it even funnier because I bet he
He's
can't
like
even really
truly
reach the
like
steering wheel.
he's like waist height. He's got like he's stacked on like engineering manuals in the pilot seat.
I'm just gonna like.
You have to make persuasion checks with the ship to try to get it to listen to you because you can't actually drive.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this ship is a Tesla ship, so it drives itself. I'll just have to persuade it to do it.
Okay, yeah. And what's his name?
Oh, that's a great question. How about Shmeeb
Shmeeb?
Glampson? Yeah, Shmeeb Glampson.
Blamson?
Yes, please.
I love Shmeeb Blamson. He's a phenomenal
Sorry.
person. What-
Glamption with a G.
Glampson. Very
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
The G
All
silent
right.
sometimes.
Mr. Glampson. Please come down. What's his goal?
That's a great question. I think Schlieb is very confident in his inability. So I think just keep being awesome, honestly.
Just fucking keep being awesome, which is truly one of the goals that's listed on there. Never change. I love Steve. He's a good man. All right, and finally, Chris, who are you?
We have the intrepid explorer, Dick Warlock.
We don't have a captain.
We have
You can
the
be-
intrepid captain explorer, Dick
There you
Warlock.
go.
Wait, Captain isn't a role.
No, I know. Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Anyone can be the captain. I was just
Look
Shmeep
at me.
for,
so
that,
he's an
for
intrepid
captain.
explorer. What's his deal?
Forgot-
What's his number? I mean,
His number is a 2.
very good.
Specifically
empathetic.
for intuition and seduction,
Yeah, phenomenal work.
because he wants to meet new aliens.
Wow.
If you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah, he's trying to change the genome a little bit.
Exactly.
You should
Yeah.
meet Andromeda and her cybernetic bits.
Yes. It's incompatible. He needs to update his firmware. To, get in there. What's his race? Is he just a human?
Oh, he's just a human.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Very good. Where's he from? My humans. Where are you from? on
He's
Earth?
from Earth
Cool.
specifically.
Oh yeah. Mox, where are you from? You from Earth too?
Mars.
Oh yeah, dope. Martian in the house.
Yeah, I went there to get more stupider. Just kidding.
Oh yeah. And it makes sense. And funnily enough, and this is the nerd shit. That's where the Starfleet shipyards are on Mars. So that's
Hell
why
yeah.
it's very fun.
I
It was
totally knew that and did that on
phenomenal
purpose.
call. Everybody's having a great time. Oh, sorry. What's your boy's name, Chris?
Dick Warlock.
Dick Warlock. Warlock. And he's trying to
He's trying to explore.
meet new aliens.
He's trying to explore.
In
He
quotation.
wants Shmeeb to set the course for intercourse.
Okay.
He wants to explore new
Um,
aliens.
You all are in possession of like joint ownership of a Talarian freighter. Chris, if you could put the picture of like the boxy ship, like the tan one. Up.
Which photo would that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5?
I don't know. It's the one that's not green. It's the ship that's not green.
The ship that's not green.
It's like boxy and not like a bird. You see what I mean?
Is it that one?
I don't have the stream up.
Oh.
I'll assume. Give me 1 second. Let's
So if
see.
you look at the pictures that you sent me, I just from
Yeah.
left to right, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, it's 2.
2. Okay, cool. That's what I have up.
Okay. You all are in possession of a Hilarion freighter. What is it called?
Okay, so we're coming up with a name for the ship.
Yes.
Okay.
What is the name of your ship?
Sorry.
It's up on
Starman.
screen. You can see it on the stream if that would inspire you in some way.
Okay. So to me, this looks like.
Starman
What's up?
Express.
I'm sorry, what was it?
Starman Express.
The Starman Express. I love the Starman
Starman.
Express. Do we have any
Let's see.
problems with Starman Express?
I'll take it. I'll take Starman
I like
Express.
Starman.
I dig it.
Starman. Whoa.
Hell yeah.
Damon.
You guys got the Starman Express real cheap, but just like the Millennium Falcon in a certain other universe, it's got some strengths that are maybe hidden from the prying eyes. You got to pick 2 strengths here for the ship. They are on the list. They're at the bottom of the column 1 here. Fast, nimble, well-armed, powerful shields, superior sensors, a cloaking device, or a fighter craft that like peels off of the ship.
Fast, please.
Who knows?
Fast
Yeah, I
and
was gonna
Furious.
nominate Fast also.
You want to see some
Double
real
fast?
speed?
Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
we should have cloaking as well, so
Yeah.
that we can be
Very
fast
good.
and like shoot away from stuff. Although
Very
this
good.
ship admittedly does not look fast or sneaky.
It's so you guys got some aftermarket upgrades in this mother. We'll just say it. We'll tell you that right now.
It'd be cool if
Mox
it's
got
like-
Mox got their hands on a Federation warp core for this baby. She very fast. Okay, cool. Okay, we got fast and cloaking device. We need 1 problem. There's a couple problems here. Fuel hog always needs more dilithium crystals. Only 1 medical pod could be a problem potentially. Horrible circuit breakers. Consoles might explode in your face. Or a grim reputation. Maybe some bad stuff.
Are we good or are we bad?
We're
Let's be
You
starting.
guys are,
Listen, I'm down with being bad.
I would say, miscreants. Is the
Yeah,
word
I'm
I'd
down for
use.
miscreant.
It's the write-up for the.
We're-
I
we're-
stole
we're
my
starving.
cybernetic bits from another android.
We go
That's
good
rough.
reputation though. Let's have some dark past. What if we got this from there was a big murder on the ship and everyone died, and we got
Why
this.
you
Starman
were
Express.
there.
We just found this in space or some shit.
Starman Express is the Amityville horror.
Yeah,
It's a
like,
murder house
Oh
on
my
the
gosh,
ship. Really?
yes.
there's a like old wives' tales. Like if you're not careful, the Starman Express is gonna pick you up while you're sleeping.
Reavers.
Oh my
Jesus
gosh.
Christ.
There may or
Oh,
may
man.
not be a 6th person on this ship that just kills
Oh, that's
people. We don't
spooky.
know.
Well, Captain Darcy is asleep in a medical pod.
Yeah. Captain Darcy doesn't exist in this setting. Get out of here, Captain Darcy.
There's a guy named Bruno who lives in the walls.
Okay.
I was gonna say
Hey, we
Hey,
don't
we
talk
don't talk about him. We don't talk about him.
there's a
Radioactive monster in those
We don't talk
vents.
about Captain Darcy. Darcy did some bad stuff.
my dog's name is Darcy.
Oh, no.
She's named after-
All right, so we've got. I'm gonna run over the the group real quick. Flying the Starman Express, an extremely stealthy and fast ship with a grim reputation. We have Omni, the space dust alien scientist. We have Andromeda, the android scientist. We've got Mox Swede, the extremely lazy human engineer. We've got Shmeeb Glampson, the dope as fuck tiny pilot man. And we've got Dick Warlock, the horniest human in 5 systems.
Mock's first job was to make a seat for Shmeeb to sit in, and that
Mhm.
seat is just engineering techs stacked up, doing the minimum possible.
I
Yeah.
think I'll just leave my
I glued
camera
it
like
down
this.
at least.
Yeah,
I'll leave my camera like this so it's proportional.
That's funny.
Chris, if you would put up the first picture, if you could make the freighter smaller, the Starman Express smaller, and put up the first picture of the space station as well, or just replace it with the space station. that is the image as we begin the campaign or the one shot. Are you guys ready to go? Yes? No?
Ready.
I got a little blurb, and then we're in it. By human reckoning, it's stardate 48423.2, or the year 2371 for those of you who prefer that outdated calendar. The Alpha Quadrant stands on the precipice of war. Great societies and stellar empires swirl about each other in the void, bouncing off each other and casting sparks. The United Federation of Planets and its vaunted Starfleet, the Romulan Star Empire and its xenophobia, the Cardassian Union like coiled vipers, and the Klingon Empire and their warrior spirit. Most people in the quadrant find their way to one society or another, by blood or by calling or by chance. But there are plenty of nooks and crannies for those of a different breed to slink in and out of. Neutral zones, free systems, swirling nebula like rugs fit for sweeping under. This crew is very much an example of this ethos. You all are currently on Starbase 364, otherwise known as Narendra Station. And it is a jointly owned Federation, which is like the human, like humans and Vulcans. And it's like a big like conglomeration of races and stuff. They're like extremely enlightened. Like it's like a like socialist utopia essentially. Starbase Narendra Station, otherwise Starbase 364, is jointly owned by the Federation and the Klingon Empire, and it sits on the edge of the Shackleton Expanse, which is a vast, unexplored region of space that, from this station, the Federation and the Klingons will jointly explore the Expanse. The station is huge. The station is of like human, like of Federation construction, but there is Klingon iconography everywhere alongside the Federation iconography. And even though you all live a little bit outside of the law, there is a large galleria here on Narendra Station that is fully open to any type of trade or traveling ships to dock, land, conduct any sort of business they like, and leave, considering that this is a very busy part of space and, contains a lot of frontier spirit in a place where maybe the frontier is getting a little smaller. You all are drinking at a bar on the Galleria level of Narendra Station called the Illogical Vulcan. And it is a particularly rowdy bar. There's a lot of Starfleet officers off duty here in their gold and red and blue uniforms. Some of them got their sleeves rolled up or their jackets, quarter unzipped. And they are playing Jot or shooting darts or doing any other sort of gambling or drinking as they are sort of off duty. There's Klingons about the station as well, and especially in the Illogical Vulcan, taking shots at the bar, drinking goblets of blood wine and singing as they do so. And we see at a table in the back of the bar are miscreants, the crew of the Starman Express. And you all are in not rougher a spot than normal. Your dilithium's running up a little bit, or running out a little bit, I should say. And the next leg of your journey is not so certain. You have a couple weeks probably before you're really in a rough spot, but you do need work. And because you have chosen to live outside the Federation or any other sort of organized area, that is potentially a problem. So you sit here at the bar. What do you do?
Can I order a bowl? I'm gonna go up to the bar and go, "Hello, my name is Omni. Can I please get a bowl of what are they called? These? These things? What is this?"
Uh, there is a Vulcan stands up. He's got pointed ears. He's got generally you would recognize him for having a sort of like Beatles type haircut, very like sort of like bangs and like whatever. His is just a little bit longer, a little bit rougher. He does have like a 5 o'clock shadow going, which is rare as well. And he stands up and he looks at you and he goes, "I'm sorry, is that a USB drive?"
Yes, that is what it is called. Searching.
That's
Nope, can't figure it out.
most
Could I have a
illogical.
bowl?
That's not food. But, well, honestly, who am I to judge? And he bends down on his bar and he hands you a data cube and he goes, "All right." That
Thank
will
you.
be-
Have a nice day.
I'm so that's one strip. That's one slip of gold pressed. She's gone. All right. Okay. You head back to the table. Adds it to your tab, which is getting a little larger. Is anyone else taking orders or taking a drink?
So I'm just sitting at the table. So I'm a savvy engineer, so I'm good at what I do. I just don't want to do it. So right now I'm just building like a little figure, like a little castle or something out of toothpicks, and it's holding up really well.
It's like extremely structurally sound. Like you're like,
It's
the pyramid
gorgeous.
is the strongest structure in nature. Yeah.
Yeah, I have an upside down pyramid
Oh wow, very
out of
good.
toothpicks.
It's perfectly balanced on its apex.
It's beautiful.
Phenomenal work. As you all sort of stare into your drinks and consider your future, a Ferengi walks by. Ferengi are capitalist little goblins in a setting in which capitalism is kind of rare. And he walks past your table. They're a little shorter than humans. They're probably like a tall Ferengi is like 5 feet tall. Right? He walks past the table and stops a couple paces beyond it. And then he walks backwards 2 spots. And then he goes, "Excuse me, are you Dick Warlock?"
Yes, I am. What can I do for you?
Is this seat taken?
Yes. No, I mean no. Take a seat.
I don't want to take the seat if it's...
No, go ahead.
All right. And he sits down, he pulls out the chair, sits down, and he goes, I have you at quite a bit of a disadvantage. See, I know your name and you don't know mine, and in fact you won't be learning it, but I do have some information you may find valuable.
At this point, Andromeda walks back from the bathroom and is like, "Oh, my seat."
He turns around and looks at you and goes, "I'm discussing business." And he turns back.
She'll awkwardly sit at the next table over and kind of
Lean over. I'm sitting here, y'all.
He goes,
I will move over and sit with you.
He goes, "I have some valuable information for you. Potentially. Seems to me that you have an expiring docking slip. May need some latinum coming into your coffers."
Omni, is that true? You have all the numbers in your head. I don't know.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay,
Fine.
right. I'm gonna take that as a yes. We may need some information. So
He goes, "I happen to know of a Simple score. I could point you in that direction for finder's fee. Seems to me that you have a ship. I do not. But I have information that will get you where you are going. Does that sound like something that would be amenable to your tastes and desires?
I take a quick look around us to see if there's any other Ferengi, and then I also take a look at all of the party to kind of get in any sort of approval or disapproval. Because we're all sitting in the same general area, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The approval stuff,
Mm-hmm.
that's not going to be on a roll. So do you guys like want to hear him out?
I'll just say, knowledge is the only thing that matters. We must absorb all the knowledge that we can.
Specifically, knowledge is what I want most.
I would say this guy said that he's not going to let anyone know what his name is, and Andromeda, whose main goal is to solve space mysteries, really wants to find out who this guy is. So she's trying to figure out any information she can to just simply identify him because he said she couldn't.
How do you want to go about that?
Looking for characteristics that he's got, trying to like map speech patterns, and then referencing that with her awesome Android database that she has in her head.
You give me a lasers roll. Dick, give me a feelings roll. We'll do Andromeda's first.
Okay. I rolled a 4. Which was I picked.
You got a 3. You're doing a lasers roll. You want to roll under, so you do not succeed. You start listening to him. There may be a more physical way of figuring out if you could like lift his identification chip potentially if you're particularly dexterous, but based on just his like appearance, you pull out your pad and you start typing on it, and you're unable to like distinguish if there is any Ferengi living on the station, for instance, that is, based on his appearance.
She saves that in a file of like unsolved Ferengi case, like in.
Who is this Ferengi?
Yeah.
And
she's got just like a simple like thing with like fake digital red yarn connecting it all together, just as like a PDF layout.
Oh, yeah. Love it. You're gonna have just a fucking like you have like digital pieces of yarn. Dick, what was your feelings roll?
So I got a 6, but I thought that I was supposed to get a 1, so I'm glad I got a 6.
Yeah, feelings you want to roll over your
Right.
number. So that's actually very good. I would say you're an expert at this sort of skullduggery.
Okay.
So roll another d6 to see if you can like get another success.
That's another 6.
And in fact, Andromeda, I would say you could have rolled another d6 as well.
Well, it was a 6, so not
6. You wanna. So that's 2 fails. Unfortunately,
fails.
Yeah, the low.
She's
Okay.
like, ah!
Okay.
Her eyes twitching because she can't figure it out.
Dick, you kind of scan the illogical Vulcan. It's a little hazy in here, and dark. Klingons kind of prefer darker than lighter, and as an accommodation for them on the station, a lot of it is kind of dulled. And as you kind of like quickly scan the bar, you don't see any other Ferengi around. And beyond that, you don't really see anyone else paying any particular attention to you all either. So it seems you're alone. Were you trying to kind of ascertain maybe his intentions in some way, do like an insight? Or were you just seeing if he was accompanied?
I was thinking if he was accompanied. Yeah.
Okay. Then in that case, he's not.
Okay.
As far as you can tell. And you feel pretty confident in that fact.
Okay. Well,
and to reiterate, he has said to you, I have information that can get you a quality score all that's needed is your ship and expertise, and I would like a finder's fee. And he's waiting on your answer.
Well, how about we go back to the ship and discuss a little further? What do you say?
He goes, "Ooh, I thought you'd never ask. Lead the way." And he like springs up, and he's like extremely ready to go.
Crew, what do you say?
Why
I say
you-
no. Because that
Why
means we
you-
have to go.
You're just like, I don't want to even walk to the ship.
No, it's way too time consuming, and I'm really busy.
The
I'll
doctor
give
is
you
on
half
the
the
other
list
side of
upside
your
down for your minute.
station. You do not you don't want to go that far. If there's no objections, you all stand to leave. You you walk out of the bar as a group. You kind of like sort of like part the crowd as much as possible. Omni, behind you in profile, you can see the Vulcan bartender go, "I'm sorry, it's one slip of gold pressed Okay, she's gone. All right.
And so we've decided that we have kind of a quote unquote grim reputation, right?
The ship does.
Oh, the ship does.
It doesn't necessarily extend to you all, but like
Gotcha.
stories have been told of the Starman Express.
Gotcha.
Ooh, Andromeda joined because she wanted to solve the mysteries of the Starman Express and see whether or not it actually has earned its grim reputation.
She's like truly the couple of like ghost investigators from those horror movies. Amazing. Yeah, you all walk back to the ship. You get to your docking berth, and bring the Ferengi on board. You sort of clank across the metal plating of the deck as you come in, and you enter into the conference room off of the bridge of the ship. Like I alluded to before, it's an old Talarian freighter. The Talarians are kind of brutal, like warrior. Like they're another warrior race.
Mhm.
They're much smaller in like influence than the Klingons or whatever. And this freighter has kind of the brutal aesthetic of, a warrior race would entail. Extremely sort of like harsh lighting and metal deck plating and that kind of stuff. Very sort of like brutalist angles in here, and it's sort of patched together after years and years of service and that kind of thing. And as you lead this Ferengi into the conference room, you see like coffee rings on the table. It is like not like Starfleet clean in here. It is like extremely dingy, but potentially clean and well maintained as far as like actually how you all keep your space. It's just seeing the mileage. You all sit around this table, and the Ferengi looks at each of you in turn, and he goes, "I've this ship has a bad reputation. I'm almost scared to come aboard. Very interesting. Be that as it may, I've heard of an Imperial ship. Seems to have a deep, well-stocked treasury aboard of gold-pressed latinum. I believe it goes by the name of the IKS Mata, a Klingon ship from the Empire. Vorcha class warship. However, my sources have told me that it is, shall we say, stocked by a skeleton crew. Shouldn't be too hard to lie in wait, potentially. use this cloaking device of yours to sneak up on them, potentially board and steal all that sweet, sweet latinum.
Are
You
you
can-
saying we need to fight skeletons?
I'm sorry. Is she being serious?
You said skeleton crew, so
It's a skeleton. Like there's like 5 of them, maybe like more than like not many, like
5
less than a
skeletons,
full
got
crew
it.
complement.
I will prepare the skeletons.
Yes, Omni.
He looks
prepare
at
the
he looks at everyone but
skeletons.
Omni and goes, "I'm sorry."
Andromeda quickly deletes the file on her thing that's like, how are skeletons animated to run a ship? And she's just like, mystery solved. Got it.
He goes. He kind of stares at you for a moment, and he squints, and he's like, you can tell. Once can give me a feelings roll. Here.
Wait, who gives what? Feelings roll?
Anyone who would like can give me a feelings roll here.
Okay, I'll roll.
Okay.
I rolled a 2, but in my feelings.
Wow. Wait, is 2 your number? No, 5's your number.
I have low feelings, high lasers.
Okay, so you actually on a 2 you would fail because your number's a 5. You got to roll over feelings roll. So yeah, you think he's impressed with you? He thinks
I am very impressive. I am very
he loves it.
intelligent.
He goes. Anyway, I happen to know that the Mata needs to drop out of warp and recalculate at the let's see here. And he pulls out a pad, taps in a few numbers, and he goes, here. And he has a set of coordinates. He goes, who's the pilot? He hands it to
That'll be me, man. He grabs
hands
it.
to
Looks at it. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. They'll drop out of warp for a couple minutes here and recalculate their jump to their destination. If you wait there for them, it should be easy pickings.
Should we murder this guy now, and then we have his information, and then we don't have to give him a cut?
You say that out loud.
No.
Well, how are we going to know what you're thinking, Andromeda, if you don't say it out loud?
Give me a feelings roll to see if you can impart that to the rest of the crew without words.
It's a
You just
1,
texted to us.
right? So am I supposed to be under or over this time?
You gotta roll over your number.
God
for
damn it! I'll never get it.
feelings. You literally, he says, here's all my cards. And you go,
She's like winking at everybody, and now basically Dick Warlock thinks she's proposing an orgy.
Andromeda,
You all can
I
tell
like
me
what
what
you're
you
thinking.
think.
With this Ferengi.
the Ferengi goes, I'm sorry, I'm married.
Soccer
anyway,
has a goalie doesn't mean you can't score.
is that a human sport?
It is a human sport.
Interesting.
Some people have open relationships. So
That's what I hear.
I'm sorry you're tied down by the binds of monogamy.
It's 2319. I mean, come on.
Really, just one partner?
I'm sorry, it's 2371. Do you all not know what year it is?
No.
This whole time Shmeep has been like messing with like a clock, trying to figure out like what time and like where he is in life. So he looks up and he goes, "Hey man, some of us don't got it."
I don't know what that. All right.
That is so.
All my cards on the table, preferably. I'm sorry. What? Yes.
I got a question. Is
Uh-huh.
the cloaking device necessary for this plan?
I mean, I'm not part of the crew. You can do whatever you like.
Okay, because they're down.
I'm sorry.
They're down.
I'm saying it one more time.
See, I needed batteries for my
Uh-huh.
my audio device, and
Oh,
yeah,
you had to power your MP3 player with
yes,
the batteries from the ship's cloaking device.
yeah.
Wow,
I just spit out
crazy.
some batteries from my mouth in front of you.
Wow.
Mox, this is
Yeah,
like the third
uh,
time this week.
I know, but we don't have any. That's
I'm not the
audio
adventuring type. Far be it from me to, give you notes.
Next
on
time we
being
stop at Space
stellar
Costco,
adventurers.
remind me.
Let's go.
Sorry, so I have to
Anyway,
put them away.
all my cards on the proverbial table. I would like a 10% finder's fee for whatever latinum you could potentially get off of the Mata. And I will stay on the ship and not help you until the mission's up.
How about, and hear me out, we give you 5% and you get off of the ship.
And we don't kill you.
Give me a feelings roll to intimidate him. And give me...
Can that be the help action for him, for me?
Okay, yes. So
I guess
I
it's
wouldn't say you're prepared for this because he kind of is like well, he did say he wanted a finder's fee
Right.
before you walked here, so maybe you could have considered this on the way. So I will say you're prepared. So you can roll 2d6. Andromeda, roll a feelings roll, and if you pass, Dick can roll a third d6.
Okay.
So I got 2 3s, which my number is a 2, so those are successes.
I got a 5, so then you get to roll another one as well.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then I got a 5.
3
So
successes is a critical success. How do you intimidate this Ferengi off of your ship?
After Andromeda says, or we kill you, I say, or we really can have that orgy.
He goes, to be fair, I'm not positive we have corresponding genitalia.
Oh, we
So
don't.
I'm
That's
going
what
to
makes
leave
it fun.
that alone.
I just have a cloaca black hole.
I do have a cloaca. I'm sorry. It's
TMI.
mostly
No, you don't even
It's-
know.
it's mostly ear-based sensuality with us. That's canon, by the way. Nick is not making this up. They rub their ears. It's fucked. Star Trek is very good.
You
can
see
watch it.
Andromeda just go up to whoever is next to her and start like rubbing her ear on them.
Oh no. Oh no.
He literally like eyes crossed, completely like anime nosebleeds, and goes, "Okay, I'm fine with 5%. That's cool as long as I don't continue to be sexually harassed on this spaceship." And he goes, "I'll see you back at."
She's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna get my ears pierced," and winks at him.
He goes, "Oh my god, you're absolutely crazy." Jesus Christ. He's like, "I'm sorry.
This is wild. It's fucking ear.
I'm extremely distracted right now." he goes, the intimidation works, but he bounces back from it based on the sexual harassment. And he goes, 5% is fine by me. You all are doing the dirty work after all. But I warn you, I do have, shall we say, knuckle cracking friends who could potentially enforce any sort of shenanigans from your side if you do not keep up your end of the bargain. I will see you in 2 days at the Illogical Vulcan. Good day. And he bows his way out the door and back into.
As he's leaving, she's like, "You're a lucky one that made it off of the Starman Express."
He goes, "Honestly, yes, it seems that is the," and then the door closes. Closes his face before
It closes like right on his like toe, like one of
He
his
goes, "Ah!"
toes kind of caught it.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on
You
that.
son of a bitch.
Sure.
Hey Mox, can we put batteries back in the? Can we put batteries back in the?
Do we have to? Do we really need it right now?
I think it could be
I mean,
helpful.
we can stop at Fantasy Costco, I guess, but
We could
just
stop at.
I'm
Fantasy
sorry,
Costco.
Space Costco.
Space Costco.
Yeah.
Go
I guess it's okay.
Can we swing by Costco?
Hey,
Um,
honestly,
Honestly,
You-
I think we can. It's just a matter of will we have enough fuel to get to the coordinates here? Because I'm looking at them and
We'll go to
Now you
Space
need
Costco's.
fuel.
I'm looking at
gas
them and they're
station.
still
Yeah, we
they're
can
pretty
get-
far.
We can use our membership card and get Space Costco gas.
What can you not get at Space
Oh.
Costco?
Honestly, I'm
These
not a
are
numbers guy.
kind
I actually can't really read these coordinates. Someone might need to just read them out so I can punch them in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mox, give me a lasers roll with. You're prepared, and so roll 3d6 for lasers. Tell me what you got.
I got a 5.
5, and so it's just one success. You gotta roll under your number for lasers.
Yeah, so I was 3. So I
Okay. 3 successes, or 1 success that is a 3.
I just.
I'm sorry. Okay, so your number. I'm sorry. Okay, your number is.
My number's 3,
Your number's
but I
3.
rolled a 5.
You roll 3d6, like roll 3 6-sided dice. Any that are under 3 are a success.
Five, 5, and 4.
Okay. You guys don't have matter replicators on the ship. In Star Trek, especially in this era, they have units that take literally can recycle matter into food or tools or literally anything. So that roll was to determine if you had matter replicators on the ship at all. You do not. So you can't make new batteries for the cloaking device. You would need to
Yeah, that would be
reinsert the batteries into the cloaking device from your
I'd much
iPod.
rather take them from other devices than do anything constructive.
Give me just 2d6 on this one because you are prepared. See if you have other stuff you can take the batteries from. Give me a laser.
I got a 6 and a 1.
Okay, cool. So 1 is good. That is a success. So you can power your iPod. That's fine. Tell me what you're taking batteries from now to power the cloaking device.
One of our guns. I mean, we don't need them all.
Someone's gun. Okay.
We don't need them all.
Great, phenomenal. Okay, one of you now just does not have a gun, a phaser pistol. You could choose whoever that is. That will come up later. I promise.
I'm gonna
I won't.
assume it would be Omni, just because it seems like they have space tentacles.
Space tentacles or something. Yeah.
Omni just opens up their cloaca void and just
Oh my god.
that's how they fight.
I've shown you my
Oh.
cloaca. Please
Here's my
respond.
cloaca. Okay, so yeah, radical. So yeah, Omni is like, I don't need it, and you just hand the batteries to your fucking phaser over.
I just spit out the gun out of my black hole mouth, my vacant eye stare.
Not even phased by the black matter on it.
According to the Ferengi's coordinates, the IKS Mata will be at the coordinates in 2 days' time. Narendra Station sits, like I said, on the edge of the Shackleton Expanse. It is also at a sort of nexus between the Klingon Empire and the Federation of Planets space as well. So there's a couple neutral zone buffer areas between the different areas of space, and you are a day and a half at warp 5 away from where you need to go. So you've got a 12-hour lead time, really, to get there before the ship does. So give me, I'm sorry, what's your character's name? Shmeeb?
Yes, sir.
Shmeeb, give me a 3d6 lasers roll to see how quick you can get them there.
Hey, computer, let's get this thing rolling. That's a 4, a 5, and a 5. So my number's 2.
Yeah, so you are Rolling under, yeah, it's not good actually. I'm sorry, 4, 5, and 5. Yeah, you do not. You're burning time. It's going to be like an extremely close thing.
As an explorer, can I help?
Yes.
Because maybe I've looked at a chart once or twice.
You all walk onto the bridge. There is like I said, extremely brutalist architecture in here. Very sort of like metal plating, sort of like rusty, a little bit aesthetic here and there. There's a captain's chair with like alien leather on it that is like split open on one of the armrests, and there's like stuffing coming out of one of the armrests and that kind of stuff. And are you the captain, Dick? Who is the captain? Did we decide?
I think it was either me or Shmeeb.
So,
Maybe
as
she
my-
was the captain, but we're
Can
since
we
thinking
vote
maybe it should
for?
be Dick.
Can we vote for the captain each
Can
of
we
each?
vote right now, y'all?
let's yeah.
Let's roll for who the captain is, and if it's like a 1, then it's somebody who's not here, and we're like, oh yeah, Steve's got it. You know?
Everybody roll a d6. If you roll a 1, you're the captain. If multiple people roll a 1, then they will roll off again. Okay? And then if nobody rolls a 1, the captain's dead, and you all are just like freshly like having to figure this out.
Fuck yeah, I want that one.
Okay.
Roll the
I got a
6.
5.
Okay.
I also got a 5.
I got
Well,
a 2.
the
I rolled a 5.
Dead
one rolled a-
captain.
Okay. Captain Darcy got absolutely murdered by a Klingon patrol. You guys were in a
He's
foul
still under
up.
the floorboard.
His computer monitor blew up right in his fucking face, and you guys have just. This is the first time you're back on the ship. Like, he died, you came into Render Station for repairs, and that's kind of why you're out of money. And now you have to figure out. You all walk into the bridge, and all of you look at the captain's chair, and then look at each other. What do you do?
I'll go ahead and like slowly saunter over and take a seat and kind of.
Andromeda wants to raise him over there.
You give me a
Same with
laser.
me.
Okay, we're gonna
Shmeeb
do
does
it.
too.
Okay, I'm sorry. Everybody, tell me what they're doing.
I think we're all musical chairsing for the captain's seat.
I
Yeah.
am not. I'm
I
just worried
vote
they're gonna
Dick
break the chair.
Warlock. I'm on the
You're
Dick
like,
Warlock
I'll be in
train.
engineering. You're like, I will truly be in engineering. That is fine. What's Omni doing?
Omni is like, Dick Warlock is almighty. Praise
That's
Dick
what
Warlock.
as a backer. Okay. Shmeeb, Andromeda, and Dick. Give me. Okay. However, are you racing for the chair, or are you trying to talk your way into the chair?
I'm racing for it.
Racing for the
I
chair.
guess, I guess
What
we're
about-
racing. I guess we're racing
Like,
for it.
Everybody, give
Chair.
me a lasers roll. No
I was
one
gonna say
is
I'm gonna try to
prepared.
talk into my into the chair if that's okay.
Yeah, okay.
Like
you
everybody,
give me
because
a
I'm not gonna
feeling
win a
check.
race. I have short legs.
You
But
guys
you're
are-
little. You can
Can I,
weave in and out of people.
No one's
Help
prepared.
Dick Warlock.
No one's prepared. No one's an expert. Okay, so everybody is going to roll 1d6. We're gonna get 2 lasers from Andromeda and Dick, and we're gonna get feelings from Shmeeb. And this is a contested roll.
Oh,
So everybody, give me either lasers or feelings based on what your tactic is.
Can I help Dick Warlock?
Yes, you can. And
Mine's
so you got to roll
5.
the same as him though. So you need to roll a lasers roll and succeed to give him the.
Okay, roll a lasers roll. I got a 2, and my lasers, I believe, is a 5.
Yes. Good. Yeah. So Dick, roll 2d6 instead.
Okay. So I rolled the first one. I got a 2, which is my number.
Oh, you got a laser.
I got a
feeling.
laser feeling. The other one was a 5. So
You okay. What did Andromeda get?
A 5. She did not make it. She just wanted to sit in the chair and say, "I'm the captain now."
I think what about Shmeeb?
We've got a 5, so that's a success on feelings.
Okay. Did you with your second dice, Dick? Did you succeed?
no, it was a 5.
No. Okay, so you each have 1 success. So here's what happens. You got a laser feelings though. Chris, ask. You see those questions under laser feelings in the second column below where the heart is.
Mm-hmm.
You can ask me one of those questions.
Okay. How could I get them to not want to be the captain?
Shmeeb, you tell me what he could tell you to make you not want the job.
If you start rattling off like numbers and figures and just a lot of like fucking technical shit, Shmeeb's gonna have a heart attack.
Role play this.
All right, what kind of ship do we have again?
It's a Talarian freighter. There, go to memory alpha if you're doing what I think you're doing.
Shmeeb, did you know that the Talarian freighter was a type of freighter used by the Talarians during the 24th century? In 2364, the fighter Batris was hijacked by 3 Klingons, Chorus, Conmel, and Cornelius.
Mm-hmm.
In 2368, the hulk of the Talarian fighter was among the various starships stationed at Surplus Depot 215. Z-15, I'm sorry, because I don't remember numbers, in orbit of Quailor 2. Did you know that, Shmeeb? Did you know?
So you all sit in the doorway. Dick literally stiff arms Andromeda out of the way, and she like falls into like one of the consoles, and then Shmeeb and you both get to the thing at the same time, and then you just start rattling off facts about the Talarian freighter, about the Starman Express and its history, and like the history of other ships like it, and what does
Well, did you know that? Oh boy, did you know that the Talamian Freighter is got a really nice computer and it helps me fly it. So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Andromeda, this is like wiping a bloody nose. It's like, I vote for Shmeeb.
It's literally a hung vote.
I just like to point out that there's more than one computer. There's a lot, and it's problematic.
Yeah, there's a lot of computers.
There's a lot.
You're also the tie-breaking vote if you would like to vote for who's the captain.
Oh yeah. Eeny, meeny. Why don't we just put them in a giant shirt and one can put their arm through one sleeve and the other sleeve, and you guys can dual pilot?
Ooh,
Honestly,
I like this.
you could do like a Luke and Yoda situation. Just put Shmeeb in a backpack.
Oh, I was thinking more like a front Shmeeb, so that he could still.
French Shmeeb.
That's my vote.
French Shmeeb is my father.
Oh my god.
Dick, since you had a distinct since you got a laser feelings on your roll, you start rattling off that stuff, and then Shmeeb is kind of just like, I think I would be. And as he's talking, you just sit in the chair, and you look at him, and you wait.
Shmeeb, do you even know how long the Talarian freighter is? Do you even know?
It's really long. It's really long, Dick.
It is really long, Dick. Yes. 290 meters. Shmeeb, did you know?
It's not about the length. It's about how you use it.
Shmeeb, as you mumble this, you just walk off to the pilot station and sit down. And you kind of you put in the departure codes. You get over the comm. You go, we're station control. Starman Express. You are cleared for. Oh my God, is that the murder ship? You're cleared for departure from Narendra Station. Clear skies, and goes off, and you all peel away from the station. You already gave me your lasers roll for piloting.
Yeah, it was bad, unfortunately.
So you all.
And that was the point of me becoming captain, because I was going to help him.
Oh yeah, that was the whole point.
Oh yeah, okay. So
Andromeda is just in the corner, like she's pissed, and she's just like, he might be the captain in title, but I don't listen that well.
I kind of want to point out how wrong, like Dick got like a couple facts wrong, and I kind of want to point it out, but that just seems like, why bother?
Here's what I'm gonna do. Ick, give me a command roll. Basically, give me like a lasers roll. If you succeed, Shmeeb can roll another lasers check for the piloting.
Underwater,
Mox,
okay.
give me an engineering check to see if you can get the warp core faster. So do a lasers roll for me as well. Potentially, Shmeeb can roll 2 more d6 if both of you succeed.
Cool.
So I'm doing a 1d6.
1d6, yeah.
And mine is
Got a
five.
lasers.
Yeah, you roll under your number.
Cool, because I got a 1. So
5. Okay, so radical. So Shmeeb, roll 1 more lasers check.
Okay. A freaking 6. I am rolling nothing but high numbers. I'm sorry.
Shmeeb, it's just bad flying. You know what I mean? Like there's rough, right? You know, it's really just not good.
I think all those facts are just like really rattled him. I think he's just really not able to
He
get
was
the
really
job
had
done.
aspirations for the big chair.
Shmeeb has somehow taken us to Space Costco, even though we decided not to go here.
It's like, I was on
He's
autopilot.
here for-
I'm sorry. I just,
Yes.
He's here for a hot dog. He needs it. Okay.
You all get to the. You aren't going anywhere first, right? Like that's just a joke.
right,
And-
yeah.
No, yeah.
Okay, cool. You all get to the coordinates. There's like a shattered moon nearby. It looks like maybe like the core of it, like, you know, a couple million years ago, exploded, and like part of the planet has just become an asteroid field right here. And there's a sort of clear space beyond the asteroid field where where the coordinates are for the Matat to drop out of warp, recalculate, and then re-jump back to their destination. There's basically there's a few, like, you guys could hide among the asteroid field. You know, there's a small nebula a little bit of ways. You would need to do like a warp jump, like a short warp jump, to get back here if you were going to hide in the nebula. But there are some options, right? Your cloaking device is available to you as well. You don't necessarily need to hide if you can get the cloaking device to work. Problem is, you're only here with like an hour to spare before they're scheduled to arrive. So you got like one chance to make a choice here on how you are going to attack the ship. How you're going to hide, how you're going to ambush them, that kind of stuff. You would be outgunned in general because this is a Vorcha-class Klingon cruiser. But you've been told they have a skeleton crew. They are basically just transporting this bullion, and you are, with your ambush, hoping to take them by surprise and potentially get...
So, how does the okay? So I have an idea that may or may not work.
Okay.
My thought was like if we use our cloaking device to make our ship seem like we're in distress, and that we want them to come and like look at our ship, and then we like board their ship while they're distracted and take all their stuff.
Okay. I mean, I like that.
I
The
can
cloaking
break
device
their
wouldn't really
ship.
come into play, though, for that. Sorry, go ahead.
I can break their ship, but I need.
I'm sorry, how?
I can, if we do that, I can just break it.
Oh, like
Literally
our ship?
break the Starman Express and be like, well, I mean, we gotta sell it.
We could just let them on the Starman Express and then be like, "It's your problem now," and then peace out.
That's a good idea. I guess
Ask
we
them
can't
to
tell them to
beam
toss it,
over,
though.
like, medics or something, and then, like, break the transporters and beam over to their ship instead.
Voices in the ship, the walls, they speak to me.
Yeah.
They haunt me. Please let us move on to a new ship, pleise.
Omni has really been taken over by the ghost of the Starman Express. Something to be aware of in Star Trek, if you're not familiar, they have beaming, like beam me up, Scotty. You can literally like matter transport to another location. So you wouldn't really need to be like docking with another ship or whatever. You can beam. And the Starman Express does have transport. So that is something to be aware of. But yeah, you guys can plan whatever you want. I like that idea. I think that's very fun. You can lay in wait and attack them with the ship. You can do You know what I'm saying? Like you could do either of those things or something else, whatever.
I won't
but
pretend that was from my brain either. That's because I'm reading The Expanse.
Oh, they did do that in The Expanse. That was a good scene.
Omni's gonna raise her hand and jump up and down and say, "Can I do the scared voice? Please, I beg of thee."
I'm sorry.
Please elaborate
the
what
what?
the scared voice
Yeah,
is.
can we get a taste of that now?
You peaked. We didn't hear anything.
Okay, I sang a upward tune. I was like, "Oh." Am I still
Oh,
PG?
no.
No, you're
I'm
good.
gonna look behind me like it's Starbucks.
I just glow a little bit. The star crackle.
Can we pretend, because we have this negative thing, that Omni is a ghost? And
Oh,
that
we should-
they can, like, we start with the whole thing. We're distressed. We need help over here. And then Omni scares the shit out of them while we're taking all their money.
Hey,
I would happily frighten the crew members.
you're like a Klingon's worst nightmare. They're like, we have swords and guns, and we're fighters. And you're like, I'm space itself contained in a. They're like, I'm contained in a vac suit, but otherwise I'm elemental space.
Watch out for my cloaca.
Beware,
Cloaca
I
is just a fucking
cloaca.
black hole. Oh,
I will consume all.
I
you
can
gotta
tell-
stop talking about cloacas. I'm sorry.
Listen, this
It's
is
on
not the first
everybody's
week that
minds.
Nick and I have gotten derailed by cloacas in a D&D
Yeah, in our other
tabletop
group,
game.
we had a whole session just derailed by Chloe. I'm sorry, what's happening? We're on.
So like, you know, I'm good at like sometimes doing stuff. I could like you know, we have a ghost haunting going on. Maybe like lower the oxygen so a little bit of hallucination takes place.
Oh, I like
Ooh,
that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so enumerate the plan to me. What is the plan?
Okay. I'll make spooky. I'll be very spooky on like the cam because there's always like a recording of the face. I'll make a super spooky face as you guys are running in terror.
Before that, can we put the cloaking device on and just park next to the other ship and appear?
Yeah, and I
Oh,
think
oh,
we
yeah,
should
okay.
like sound like we're distressed crew members needing help from this scary space entity, lure them onto our ship, fucking kill them, and take all their stuff.
I'm here for it.
Okay, so you are
Yeah.
being attacked by Omni, quote unquote. You are going to lure these warrior Klingons onto your ship to help you fight this monster. Once they're on the ship, you are going to beam yourselves onto their ship, steal the ship, and go with it.
I kind of think that's good, but we could kill them if we wanted to.
If you, I mean, either way.
How about we
Uh,
take both ships?
We have a fleet now. I'll be the
You have a-
captain of the other ship.
I know,
Starman
well,
Fleet?
I would love to. Dang it.
I'm a lot of-
Dang.
Steve and I can be co-captains.
Okay, but two ships? That's a lot of extra maintenance.
Yeah, and you're like, I'm the only engineer.
We'll hire somebody else, Mox. Don't even worry.
Wait,
about
what?
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
We'll hire an additional person.
Right,
You'll
right.
still-
An additional.
Okay, they listen to me,
With
right?
air quotes. Additional. I'm saying all of this out loud.
We could have an unpaid intern.
Hey,
They get paid.
we could have an unpaid intern.
I like that idea.
Honestly, the Federation has abolished money. You guys should just go and join the Federation. It seems like pretty great. I don't know why you didn't get it out of here. Pretty awesome. Awesome. So, okay. You all.
Hold on, wait. Do we want to kill them, or do we want to?
They're Klingons. They might not give you the choice.
I
But
would
you
like
could plan
kill
to not kill them. Or, you know what I mean.
How dangerous? I guess you don't know because you haven't run this before. I was gonna say, how dangerous is it to split the party in this world?
It is truly, there's no combat rules. It is, if you tell me what you want to do, and if you pass the roll, you pass the roll. So, you can split the party as much as you fucking want. You just got to be competent enough to pass your rolls.
You
I
know,
don't want to leave.
how dare you say competent? Okay, the rolls are random. Okay, I failed everyone.
That's true. Well, you can be prepared and only do stuff that you're good at, which would give you 3d6 instead.
I rolled 4d6s and rolled nothing but 5s and 6s. So
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Andromeda, I have a suggestion.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Could we possibly steal the brain matter of these mortals together, since you have a thirst for blood like I?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey.
If they have any
You say that
cybernetic-
right when you guys have maneuvered your ship into the warp lane where they're going to drop out of warp. Mox, give me a lasers roll to see if you can rig the ship to look like it's in distress.
I got a 1.
Radical. Very good. Awesome. Roll another one too, because I'm gonna say you're prepared. Roll 2 more. I'm gonna say that you're prepared now.
Okay, so 1, 6, and
Okay, cool. So you do pretty good, not like as good as you possibly could have done. But the ship is definitely like adrift. Like you've like powered it down somewhat. You've left powers to the transporters. You've left powers to some weaponry, and a lot of like the whatever stuff. But like a lot of the like extra junk you have kind of depowered or made look broken.
guys, it's about to get a little cold in here.
Yeah, it's a little cold. It's getting a little cold.
A little less oxygen. I dig it. Can
Yeah.
that
Omni or Andromeda, who is going to start doing the? Oh, it's going to have to be Andromeda, basically. I think doing the distress signals.
Yeah.
So give me either lasers or feelings, depending on how you want to phrase the distress call. If it's lasers, I think your distress call is more like rote. Maybe it's just like a standard SOS. If you have a like vocal frequency where you're like scared for your life, give me a
Can I help?
Can I help?
I was gonna say, I think
yeah,
I think
people help?
scared is what we're trying to make happen.
As a scientist, I think Omni can help and do whichever role Andromeda chooses.
Can I help since I can work with the audio?
Actually, I'm going to go ahead. Since you were good at turning the ship down, I think that we're going to already go ahead and give you the help succeeded.
Okay.
Cool.
So how many dice do I roll? And I'm wanting high
3.
rolls this time.
3 for being prepared and having the help from Mox.
Okay.
And just like your okay, so 1 dice just standard, 1 for being prepared, 1 for help from Mox, and a 4th dice if Omni passes
Oh, okay.
You're muted. Okay, 4. Are you rolling lasers or feelings, Andromeda?
I'm rolling feelings.
Okay. What was your number, Omni? 2? No, 5. Okay, so Omni didn't pass, unfortunately.
Okay, so I've
Yeah, I
got
got
3.
Okay, so give me a feelings roll, Andromeda, with 3d6.
Okay, I got a 5, a 3, and a 6.
And your number's a 3. You want to roll over. 2 successes. Very good. Tell me what the distress signal says.
She's basically like, we've been kidnapped by this evil ship. There's a horrible monster. We need help. We need, like, the crew is dead. Our ship is damaged. We can't get away. Like,
Can it sound all glitchy though? Like,
Yeah.
ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
However, I
You,
dig
you
that.
start working on the acoustics of the message as well. You all are
Just,
kind
like,
of
messing with the knobs.
extremely.
Can I make a dead hum with my mouse in the background?
Oh,
Like,
Ooh, and then like while she's doing it, just be like, I'll be like, there's only 2 of us left, and then like as Omni starts making that noise, she's gonna be like, and then like pretend she was killed by the thing.
You guys finish up the distress call. You blast it out on like an omnidirectional frequency, and yeah, literally.
Omni directional.
omnidirectional, and it starts to blare. It goes through maybe 2 or 3 times. Like you're cutting it so close, it maybe broadcasts 2 or 3 times before. Chris, if you could put the picture of the green ship up before what you can only assume is the IKS Mata drops out of warp right on top of your ship, and you hear the comms start to light up. You're being hailed. You answer the hail.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Maybe Dick should answer the hail this time since she pretended to die.
Ah, yes.
Imperial Klingon ship Mata 2, puny freighter. We have heard your distress signal. Are you in need of further assistance, or are you puny Pataks?
No, we need assistance now, as soon as you can.
Very well, human.
He's up on screen, like you've got like someone like Mox has like a dry ice machine just like off screen, just like steam is spitting out this stuff. And he goes,
Very well. Warriors of the Empire will solve your monster problem. Lower your shield so we may beam over.
And is that something that we know that we would have to do to lower the shields?
yeah, you
Okay.
can't beam through shields.
Gotcha.
They also have to lower their shields to beam out of their ship as well. Okay, here's the moment of truth. Do you ambush them on the ship, or do you beam over at the same time they beam over and just switch ships?
This is what I'm asking.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna kill them and take their ship, and have 2 ships.
Yeah,
I kind of think we should kill them and take their ship. This might be
I'm
a
down
Dune
for
moment where we die, but it's worth it.
Well,
Give
we could
me
just, like,
a.
See,
okay.
I have an idea. So let's
Okay.
Yeah.
maybe.
What's your idea?
No. Let's
Not yet.
not
Okay.
yet.
Give me a sensors roll. We're gonna do a lasers roll for whoever wants to do it. You're gonna do like a life form reading.
To do
what
what?
one?
Sorry?
Just whoever wants to give me a feelings or a lasers roll, we're gonna see how many life signs are on their ship.
Omni, I feel like you should do it.
Yeah, I'm down for the lasers. I'm gonna like investigate, like look into through the space stars. I'm like, oh, I've got a 1.
Okay, yeah. Lasers, you are rolling under. Awesome.
I look into the void and the
roll two more d6 just to see if you got like a crit or something.
That's another 1,
Awesome.
and that's a 2.
Oh hell yeah. Okay. You do a quick sensor sweep, like right when they drop their shields. You see that there are 3 Klingon life forms in their transporter room about to beam over. There's one more on the bridge, or there's 2 more on the bridge, and then there's 2 more at like a cargo bay. So you're reading 5, 6, 7 Klingons total on a whole battle cruiser. The Ferengi was right. This is a skeleton crew for sure. They have you outnumbered barely, but that is how many there are. And you report. Do you report that to the rest of the crew? Or do you
Yeah, I
do that?
report to the rest of the crew that, and I say, this is their current locations.
Okay, that's all the information you guys can gather before you make your decision. 3 are about to come onto the ship right now. 2 are remaining on the bridge, so potentially they can turn guns on your ship if something bad happens. And there are going to be 4 on their ship, besides the ones that are going to transport over. So that's all the information you got. That's, and a critical success. So, that's how many Klingons there are.
We must kill them stealthily in small packs.
Yeah.
as not to get overwhelmed.
I think we should kill the 3, maybe, but leave one alive enough that maybe he can then hopefully radio for help or assistance, and then lure more over. But maybe that won't work.
Okay.
Or
So,
should we
are
split
some
the
of you
party?
going to go onto the Mata and some are going to stay here? Or are you
I'll
all
stay
going to go
here
over
and
there?
murder.
Or are you all going
I'm
to stay
staying.
here?
I think we should stay and
Yeah.
straight up kill these 3.
Okay.
What if they've run away, though? We should have a man on the inside.
We should pull up our shields after they get on. Maybe.
But then that would be obvious
Oh, would it be obvious?
that that we now
Okay.
have them. Never mind. I was gonna say we could always hold them hostage, but
Okay, so here's you guys, your ship is fast and stealthy, but it's not a powerhouse. Like, you're gonna lose a gunfight to this Fortune class.
not with a
cruiser.
pilot like Shmeeb.
He said sarcastically. She's just like, yeah, great. So that's all your information, right? You're gonna lose a gunfight. There are 7 Klingons. There are options, right? They're gonna send under half of them over to your ship right now.
Okay.
And those are your options. So what are you guys gonna do?
I think we should let them beam over, take them to like the annals of the ship, and then murk them.
Okay, cool.
Sounds
Cool.
lovely.
You all, Omni, I think, is probably not going to want to be in the receiving party.
Right.
Shmeeb, I imagine, stays at the pilot controls, or do you want to go with everyone?
I'll stay at the pilot controls, yeah.
Okay, cool. Andromeda and Dick Warlock go to the transporter room. Mox is there operating the transporter controls. 3 Klingon warriors beam aboard. They are TNG Klingons, so they look like they're in the band Kiss. They've got like metal boots and like black armor on. They got long hair, like down like shoulder blade length hair. They're carrying holstered to their hip. They've got Klingon disruptor pistols, and they have each a batleth, which is like one of the crescent swords that Klingons carry. And one of them walks off. They go and they materialize on the pad, and they walk off of it, and they go.
Now then, where is this monster you speak of? We shall slay it for Kalis.
Can I come up from behind and absorb them into my mouth and try to steal their knowledge? or their stardust? Can I take their stardust? That
You
makes
just
up
like
their bodies?
you are the shadows in the room, and you just go.
Andromeda just was like pointing, like right there.
I truly don't know if this is lasers or feelings.
Can I say lasers because I'm trying to take their brains?
Yeah, I think that's like fighting. So yeah, give me lasers. You are an expert at your physiology, and you're prepared. So 3d6. I don't think anyone can help you with this though.
So
I don't think
there's
anybody has a cloaca that we can open up.
I got a 3, a 6, and a 6.
Okay, wait. So lasers are under. So you get 1 success. Pretty good. Barely. Okay, you barely manage it.
Hey Nick, quick question.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to use the one-shot wonders points that I never took off that I meant to take off?
No, I think that will. I'm good. We're already like halfway through this. If I'd known about it before, I would have incorporated it, but I think I'm.
I ask because Asher redeemed crit, so I'm gonna go ahead and just give that back.
And yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, do
okay,
crit
that's
for
cool.
okay.
Yeah.
Do it!
Okay.
They step off the transporter pad. They are mid-step.
Where is this monster? I will slay it in the name of Kalis.
And you literally, the shadows at the top of the room descend on these Klingon warriors. Andromeda points wordlessly as they are swallowed up in the shadow. The batleth swords clatter to the deck, and like desiccated corpses fall to the ground of the thing. I'm gonna say you're wiped out by this. You're extremely tired, so I don't think you can do it again today. But you've taken out half of these Klingons, and you absorbed their knowledge. I am going to message you something that you learned. Give me one moment.
Yay, knowledge! I love the knowledge. I
So
must
then
have
Knowledge
maybe-
is power.
Maybe now we gather everyone who wants to go over to the other ship and we can teleport over there and go to the other ship now that there's only 4. You know what I mean?
I think that sounds
Yeah.
like a good plan.
Let's see.
We can say that they died, and now let's go over there because we're at a loss or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay behind, and I'll flicker the lights on and off till you go to sleep.
I can go along and be really distressed. I've been distressed most of today.
As these corpses fall to the ground, I go up in my Uzi kind of form and say, should we say that they are captured so they are more interested in coming on the ship to save their crewmen rather than run away in fear?
I think they'd be able to pull them back if they were
Do
captured,
you
right? Or is that? I don't know. I don't know how teleports work.
I also don't know how Klingons are.
Klingons are warriors to a fault. They're like Krogan from Mass Effect, kind
But
of.
are they like no man left behind, or are they like
They are
you
like
got caught, so this is your fault?
they go to literally Valhalla, but it's called Stovokor when they die. It's like warrior heaven. And when one of their friends dies, they scream at the heavens to usher their spirit to Stovokor. They are absolutely dwarves. Did you get my message, V?
Me, I've been. Did you send it through Facebook?
Yes, I did.
Okay, perfect.
But like, do we know what would they typically rescue a captured crewmate, or would they think they are a lost cause? Do you know what I mean?
If they died a warrior's death, they're not going to come out. I mean, they will get like revenge and stuff, but they're not like stupid. You know what I mean? Like, if they know that the person's dead, they're not going to like come for the body.
Right, but if we say like we have them captured, like, and we're holding them hostage, would they come for a hostage?
Excuse
Probably
me.
not.
I finished processing their brains. I have some knowledge to share. The treasury on the Klingon ship is empty. These are Imperial extremists. They are planning a kamikaze attack on Navrendria station to protest the
Narendra
Klingon
station.
Empire, working with the Federation.
Are you kidding me? All right, let's just turn around. This is ridiculous.
So, you guys were just on Narendra Station. You've basically uncovered a like terrorist attack on the station. Your payday's not here, but you're the only people that can like save the station. That's like the dilemma you have here. You're absolutely free to turn tail if you want, because this is kind of a big job. But that is the problem you've uncovered here.
Can I, from my like pilot's like seat, like call into the station and be like, "Hey, so like we might know some information of like a bad thing. If we stop it, do we get paid?"
Give me a lasers roll with
Okay.
2d6 because you're prepared.
Can I help by making it sound a little bit deeper?
Yeah, try and like boost the
Yeah.
signal. Yeah.
Like face.
Give me a lasers roll as well, and if you succeed, Shmeeb can roll an extra d6.
I got a 6.
Lasers are under, so that's a failure, unfortunately.
Alright.
So yeah, 2d6, Shmeeb.
I think my dice are cursed. it landed on a 5 and a 6. Like I don't know what's happening.
You're
I'm
too
not
far
rolling
out from the
anything
station.
besides.
You
Okay.
can't call them from here. And the
Okay.
nebula that is in this system is like dampening your signal.
I also used one of the batteries for something.
You did, yeah. Oh, you took like literally. There's a flashback, and you took the battery out from the communications device. You're like,
But I don't say anything. I just like.
You just
wow,
like
unfortunate.
turn the
Must be
volume
out of
up.
range.
You turn the volume up on your Walkman, and you're just like, oh, that's weird.
Turn on.
crazy. Yeah, wow. Yeah, so you guys can't call the station. You're the only people that can save.
Should we still go kill these Klingons? That's what we're here for.
Please. I must have their knowledge.
Okay, let's kill them and steal their ship because that's worth money, right? We'll sell one of
You
these
guys,
things.
honestly, you guys getting a Klingon Vorcha class cruiser would be like that would be the equivalent of like the people from Ocean's 11 getting a goddamn aircraft carrier and being like, "We'll steal a whole bunch of casinos worth of bullshit. We can just have our own casino."
Let's go kill these Klingons. If they destroy the Starman Express, that's fine, right?
Here's really the fact of the matter, right? You guys now outnumber the Klingons. They're no pushovers. They're fucking Klingons, right? Like they're warriors. But there's no money on this ship. Now the score is this Klingon ship, and you're not fucking leaving without it.
Okay. Then I think we should teleport over there. If we don't think we can lure more over here, then I think we should teleport over there and kill the other 4.
Gotcha. Okay.
And maybe my thought would be the ones on the bridge first, so that they can't shoot the Starman Express.
All right. Yeah, I'm into that.
Yeah.
But if anyone
Give
else,
me. You can do site-to-site transports. They don't all need to be in the transporter room. It just takes more power to do that. Mox, give me a lasers roll to transport all of you guys over there.
I got one.
Ooh, this laser's good. Yeah, hell yeah. Roll one more because you're an expert. You're not really prepared for this, but
I got 5 on my second.
okay, cool. So yeah, you barely manage it. You get everyone over. Dick beams over and is like upsettingly close to one of the walls of the corridor. He's like, "Oh, Jesus Christ!"
So you're gonna replace me, huh?
You all beam into a corridor about halfway up the ship. You're actually kind of near the cargo hold where the treasury was supposed to have been. You beam into this hallway, and there's 2 Klingons right there, and they go, "Ah!" And then they unholster their disruptor pistols, and they go to shoot you.
Andromeda, I would assume we were all prepared for this exact scenario and have our guns out and are like, pew, 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 as soon as we see anybody.
Everybody give me a lasers roll.
Wait, can I just run?
You absolutely, yeah.
Alright.
You run.
Guys,
Where
cover
are you
me.
running to? Are you going to run to the bridge or somewhere else?
You said the cargo hold, right?
Mm-hmm.
There might be
Yeah.
something I can break down there.
Yeah, potentially, yeah. Cool, yeah. So you start running off. You assume, honestly, with your like scientific know-how, your engineering knowledge, you can assume that they've done something to rig their warp core to explode when they get to the station. So you start to run off. You're gonna try and defuse the warp core.
Alright, cool.
Everybody else that stays in the hallway, if you're gonna shoot these Klingons, roll lasers for me.
Are we experts in shooting? Since we're, are we at least
I
prepared
would
for
say
this?
no one's an okay. Do you think you're an expert at shooting a phaser? That's fine if you are, but is it in your character concept for your guy to be lethal? With the fucking-
I mean, kinda. I mean, my character's been just wanting to murder everybody this whole time.
do you want to say that your cybernetics are soldier in?
She's stealing them from everybody.
Okay, you got a targeting sensor in your right eye. So
Okay.
you're lethal. I'll give you expert.
Okay.
Omni, you're still tired from like your alien shit, so you can definitely do like normal, like I'm gonna shoot a gun stuff, but you can't eat any more people Venom style.
I don't have a gun anymore, so I can't.
Oh
shoot
yeah, no
people.
gun.
So like, can I just kind of like suck on their head and try to take their brains, like,
Omni's like,
Totally.
"Brrr."
like?
Give me a
kinda chew
feelings
on
roll to
them.
distract them.
Oh yeah, I
Right.
can scare them.
Can I help with the distraction part?
Yes,
Great.
absolutely.
And
I rolled a 3, and do I roll again because I'm getting help?
3 was your number a 5?
For lasers, yes, 5.
Okay, so I'm sorry. All right, so 3 you do succeed, and Shmeev's got to beat his roll.
sorry, I'm doing a feelings roll, right?
Yes, feelings.
Okay. And it's just a 1d6?
Yes. If you succeed, then Omni can roll another d6.
I succeeded. I got a
Oh yeah,
3
for
and
your
a
first
1.
successful roll of the game. How do you help to distract? How do you help to distract these Klingons?
I think Shmeeb like runs up and like kicks one of their shins and be like, "Hey man, hey, what's up?"
Oh,
Also,
sorry.
I
I
rolled
know what I can do.
I rolled a 2, which is a success, and a 3, which my number is 3, so that is a laser feeling.
Laser
Holy
feelings.
shit.
Nice.
Omni, roll another d6 real quick.
Okay, roll another d6. Okay, you got it. That's another 3.
Okay.
So I just imagine that Omni is just like matter at this point and looks like a big blob that is just kind of like waving past and trying to absorb people and make them look like they're going away.
Amazing.
Even if it's not killing them, it looks like they're leaving.
You guys beam into this corridor. Mox spins on her heel and starts to run towards the warp core. Shmeeb kicks one of these guys in the shin, and then Omni just goes like full, just like space monster mode. While Dick and Andromeda both pull phasers and okay, Megan, you can ask me one of those questions in italics in the second column under the laser feelings thing, and I will answer that. You also Deadeye fucking shoot this guy right in the face. So you blow one of these Klingons' heads off immediately. You do like a fucking like android eye target them, phase him. He like disintegrates to nothing.
So based on Omni's brain section from before, is this like they're the only ship going to do that? Okay, I want to know if that little Ferengi is in on this.
Okay, advanced insight now that you've got more information. Okay, I'll come back to that in a second.
Okay.
Dick, give me a lasers roll to see if you kill this other Klingon.
So, the Klingon that I'm aiming at is it
Uh-huh.
a male Klingon or a female Klingon?
Male. They're both male.
They're both male.
You're not pansexual at this point? It's like
Oh no, I
2071
am. Well,
or whatever.
It's the 24th century.
The
You're telling
24th
me.
century.
Homosexual, right?
Mhm. Very good.
Omnisexual.
xenosexual.
Yeah, that's it.
Warrior
Xenophilia.
princess.
No, we'll go ahead and we'll. No, you know what? Yeah, well, give me 1 second.
Okay,
Are you-
here's the thing. One of them has just been turned to fucking dust, right? He's just been fucking obliterated. If you want to try and intimidate this other Klingon, you can. Do feelings if you prefer.
I want to look at the other Klingon. Do I recognize the other Klingon? Can I recognize the other Klingon? No. Okay.
If you roll a laser feelings, I will let you have met this Klingon.
Okay. Okay. My number is a 2. I got a 1. So
Feelings is roll over, so you actually
Right.
failed that roll.
yeah,
That's the problem.
that's okay.
He looks at you and he fires.
That's fair. That's fair.
He shoots at you. Let's see here.
I'd shoot it.
I'm going to say these Klingons are only lasers. So lasers is they need to roll under lasers. So their number's a 2.
No, when
Or no, their number's a 5.
yeah.
He got a laser feelings.
Oh, what are you gonna tell him?
He pulls his disruptor pistol. He looks at you. You don't shoot him, and then he goes, "Patak!" and he fires. He wings you. He like spins you around with a shot to the shoulder,
Mhm.
and then he taps his comm badge, and he goes,
Humans on the ship! Humans on the ship!
and that is the round of combat. We're gonna cut to Mox gets to the warp core, to like engineering. It's humming along in here. It's much more like well put together than your engineering bay, just because it's like a maintained Imperial ship. But because it's a Klingon ship, it's very dark in here. It's very warm. And the heat coming off the warp core is like adding to the problems here. So it is very clearly been tampered with. And I need you to give me a lasers roll. 2d6, since you're an expert, but you're not prepared. To see if you can fix it.
I got a 5 and a 2.
Lasers. What was your number? 3?
3.
Okay, 1 success. You start tapping away at the console. It's going to take you a moment. You think that you figured out how they did it. It's very simple. They weren't expected to have guests, so they weren't trying to make it hard.
Password 1, 2, 3, 1.
Yeah. But because you only kind of barely make it happen, it's going to take you a couple rounds to get it done. So you start typing away at the thing, and start to fix the warp core. Is anybody going to shoot this Klingon before he fucking murders Dick?
Yeah, no, we're gonna kill him.
Go ahead and roll the lasers. Dick, you're wounded. I don't think you get to do it.
That's all right.
At least right now.
Right.
You
Okay,
just
so
got-
then does she get to roll 2 again because she's still an expert?
Yes. And you're prepared. Roll 3, actually.
Okay. I am glad I got a 1 and then a 4 and a 6, so that would have been bad.
Lasers is under. Okay, cool. You blast this motherfucker right off his feet. He's like mid-sentence. Humans on the ship, and you just like completely blow a hole through his chest with your phaser. Omni, you float over. Are you in full? Like you're out of your vac suit. You're just like full space cloud mode.
Yeah, I'm full space cloud right now.
You float over, and you obtain some of their knowledge. You're still like, I mean, you fucking killed those other guys and took all of their memory. These guys, you can get their like surface thoughts as they lay dying.
I
Well,
wanna
one
know,
of them's
like,
one of
what
them's
their
disintegrated,
children
so
are
it's really
like.
just the second guy. You know that the commander's on the bridge, and you know that her name is Devana.
Devana.
Uh,
I want to know their favorite kind of
Devana?
milk.
mhm. There's only the two Klingons left on the bridge now. Devana's the commander.
Dick
And
and
there's
Devana's
there's a pilot named Tobra as well.
Okay,
And
awesome.
then
I'll relay down comms back to the crew, or unless they're in the same room.
everybody's in the same room as you except for Mox, who has gone off to engine.
Divana.
This
is
I
okay.
recognize that name.
Can we like pretend somewhat? Can we pretend to be a Klingon and be like Devana, Tova? The target
Yeah.
is neutralized.
The second guy you killed, he still has his comm badge. You can pick it off of his corpse if you want to try and use it.
Thanks.
Somebody, perhaps Shmeeb, who's
I
got
got
some
it.
good feelings.
Give me a feelings roll.
Humans, never mind, not on the ship. We got him. Am I an expert in talking to people like this?
We got him.
You can get helped by people being like, yeah, but I don't think
Yeah.
you're like an
Yes.
expert into because you're a tiny little guy. You can't
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
convincingly sound like a Klingon. We'll rely on it.
Can I use the knowledge that I absorbed from all these people's brains to make them to help them talk like them better? Or
Oh my god. Give me a feelings roll, and you can help with the roll.
okay,
So,
let me see.
I
got a
1d6 normally, Shmeeb, and then potentially 2 if Omni beats the roll.
I got a 6, so I'm just like I'm not able to. They sounded very stark.
No, feelings is over. So you rolled over your number. You're good.
Oh, I did. Okay,
Yeah, feelings
awesome,
is good.
nice.
Yeah. So like you are like bad at feelings rolls. So this is like very good. You he starts to talk. He picks up the comm badge off of the Klingon and he starts to talk. He goes, psh. He goes, Klingon. I was wrong. There's no. And you drift across the corridor, and you go into his mouth, and like around his vocal cords, and you like fuck with the harmonics of them to a point where he sounds like the Klingon that was just talking.
Wow.
Wait, before this happens, can I ask, do I have your consent?
What? Yeah. What? Sure.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there are no humans here.
Oh,
The
I got
humans
a-
have been neutralized.
I got a 6 and a 2, and 2's my number, so I got a success and then a laser feelings.
Oh my god! Ask me one of those questions in italics.
Oh, you also have to help me with my Ferengi buddy, because I got a laser feelings too.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay,
yeah. So like, I guess how can I get them to just like think that things are normal so that we can sneak up on them?
You there's a silence on the comm line for a moment. And then a female Klingon voice comes over and she goes, I'm sorry, how could we have made this mistake? Are there humans or aren't there humans?
There were humans, but I took care of them because I'm a strong, fierce Klingon warrior of my people.
Kachaka, don't flatter yourself. We all know that you're skipping
Chaka's
med bay.
gonna do what Chakaka's gonna do.
You seem to think that she is, because of your laser feelings, you seem to be like, all right, she's probably a little suspicious, but I don't think that she's going to like leave the bridge. She's maybe gonna lay in wait there potentially, but you think that like she's not totally worried about it. She thinks maybe something's up, but she's not totally worried about it. Andromeda, looking at the situation here, knowing what you know now, Klingons don't respect Ferengi. Klingons think that Ferengi have no honor. They think that they're cowardly idiots. If this Ferengi was in on it, that would be exceptionally rare. Because these Klingons aren't just Klingons. They're extremists. They are Klingon to the fucking core, and they do not like Ferengi. So, you, knowing what you know, you think that Ferengi just heard about this, like, is not in on it, legitimately got bad information, and believed the cover story that this ship had been using.
We have to kill the Ferengi, guys. He's in on it. I know that's not what you said, but she has a vendetta.
You know, you just don't like him, and you're like, well, that's evidence that we can murder this. Okay, cool. Mox, over this time, you've got the warp core back into its normal functioning ability. All green across your console. You guys, for a moment, silence in the corridor. Mox comes back and meets up with the rest of you guys. What do you do?
Well, before I leave, I put a new password on so they can't take it off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, give me another lasers roll. Give me 3d6 on this one since you're like prepared and an expert. That's cybersecurity.
2, 3, 5.
Ooh.
3 is my number.
Lasers, yeah. That's 2 successes. Yeah, you lock them out. You lock the Klingons out of the system.
Okay, the
You
password's
fully.
like DFG 359MBC.
Alphanumeric, you write it on your palm. You're like, okay, no one's getting in this motherfucker. Oh no, is that a G or a 6? Brutal. You meet back up with the rest of the crew. Are you guys going to the bridge?
Yeah, we're gonna kill these fuckers.
Wait, can I just like take the oxygen out the bridge?
Oh, let's go lock the door to the bridge and then suck the oxygen out so they can't get out.
Okay.
Okay. I want a lasers roll from whoever's fusing the door shut, and I want another lasers roll from Mox to space the fucking bridge of the cruise.
Omni, do you want to laser the door shut?
Please, let me laser the door shut, please.
I got
I'm
a
gonna
5.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you rolled a 5. Also, you're not really prepared for this. This kind of just came up, and you're like, ooh, all right. I would say you're an expert, though. So roll 2d6.
I got a 5 and a 3.
5 and a 3 is laser feelings for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. You know exactly what you've been in their system already. You've locked them out. You know exactly the system sequence that would.
Yeah, I take my gun that is loaded and useful, and I just slam certain parts of the ship.
It's like, you take this like a pipe, and you're like,
pretty much. This is how
you're like, I gotta
it'll
fix
work.
this later, but honestly, if it ain't broke, break it.
It's an old mechanical trick. Trust me, guys.
Omni, give me a lasers roll to lock
Okay.
lock the door to the bridge.
You got it. I got a 2.
Oh yeah, you're good. You guys creep through this ship. It's dark. It's hot. It's a Klingon ship. You walk up to the bridge door, fuse it shut, and then from a console in another area of the ship, Mox vents the atmosphere out of the bridge into space. Checks life signs. No life signs. You guys are now the new owners of and the only.
We did it.
The owners of
He
the
saved the
IKF.
town.
Oh yeah.
no!
Guys,
Dick-
we own a really expensive ship, and then it's like, oh yeah, we stopped a terrorist plot. Also,
Oh, cool.
You guys, Admiral Hebert and General Kargan at Narendra Station, the Starfleet officer and the Klingon general who are in charge of the station jointly, they made me impressed by this. If you want to admit that you stole a Klingon ship, the general might not let you keep it. So,
can we look for evidence of this terrorist plot to prove that we'll say
no roll required. Mox repressurizes the bridge. You walk on. There is a Klingon female slumped over in the captain's chair. There's another Klingon at the pilot station that is slumped over as well. They're both dead. Literally, eyes exploded out from the depressurization.
Can I take their knowledge?
It's a real bummer that Dick never got to seduce the Klingon captain.
I know.
You
Back
guys
to
are-
everything.
sorry, Dick.
It's all right, I guess.
Dick was like, I am captain. I have been shot. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
I've done enough today.
Yeah, I'm way done.
I listened to a
They had
podcast
a big
called
day.
Star Trek: The Next Generation or Next Conversation, where they they talk about each episode or whatever. At the end, they give out the most valuable crew member, and they like vote on it and like who did the most stuff. And it's like Dick would have gotten no votes for this episode.
He would have gotten the votes.
Poor
Actually.
Dick. But you know, in the episode before, Dick would have gotten all the votes.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah. The episode where Captain Darcy gets fucking blown up
Yeah.
off screen. You guys repressurize the bridge. You walk onto the bridge. There's a personal like journal pad on Captain Dovana that kind of like through her personal logs sort of unravels the plot. She's essentially would have said this to you had you met her in person. She's essentially like does not believe that the Federation is a good ally for the Klingons, does not want to explore the Shackleton Expanse jointly with the Federation, like wants all the glory for the Klingon Empire, and thinks it's an affront to the Klingon Empire for this station to be run jointly, especially considering that it is named Narendra Station after a Klingon colony that was attacked. So like she's basically like, eat shit, I'm a horrible racist. Like that's who she is.
She's Ashley from Mass Effect. She's a space
Yeah,
racist.
basically. Yeah. And yeah.
A
Yeah.
racist.
I didn't realize that she was literally Ashley from Mass Effect, but she is. You can tell that that's my favorite video game. Anyway, you do have information about the plot. You are now in possession of a Vorcha class cruiser.
I think Andromeda is rethinking that she should probably be an envoy and not a scientist because science has not played a role in her bullshit.
Science is not playing a role in her bullshit. Hey,
But what
you know.
she's gonna suggest, okay, so we technically commandeered this ship, right? And we took it, and that was great. So there are no witnesses to say that they weren't coming to attack our ship, and we liberated ourselves and now have this ship. We didn't do anything bad. We were attacked and we were defending ourselves.
Right.
Well, we could also just leave our ship because it's haunted anyway, and people will be like, "Oh no, your crew disappeared."
You are. I will tell you right now.
No, both ships.
You're basically on the frontier, the final frontier, space, the final frontier. You are uniquely set up with this shit. You guys have a blank fucking check with this ship. You are like new money with this shit. Out here, you guys could own a fucking planet with the firepower you got on this ship.
Dick goes ahead and sits in the chair and says, "All right."
We discussed earlier that I was captain of the new ship, and you were captain.
No,
of
we
the-
just said that there would be a captain of each ship. That's all. That's all. That's all. That we said.
Stenographer, like,
I
bring
think
up
I
what
was supposed to be
happened.
the
We're-
captain of this one.
No, we're
Shmeeb,
co-captains.
Shmeeb is the captain.
Shmeeb and I are co-captains of this ship.
You all,
I'll
you
allow
all
it.
start to scream over each other. Who's the captain? No, we never fucking said that. No, hey, my upgrades make me a superior captain. No, but I'm the better pilot out of all of. You guys all are just like screaming over each other, and it goes. "Bah, bah, 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 bah." It's like created by Gene Roddenberry. Credits.
So good.
And that is our adventure.
Oh, funny.
At the end of the credits, can there just be an extra scene where I'm lowering the oxygen?
The post-credit scene, you murder everyone. Too much power.
Wait, I think I would only be the only one who lives because I'm made of space.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
just
you're
a
good.
A post-credit scene for each of us where we're all trying to murder everybody because we're all bad people.
Yeah.
You guys
Spy
are like,
versus spy versus spy versus spy versus spy.
yeah, you are all
So
like,
real.
you're all like people who would rob a gas station, and you have all now recently come into possession of a fucking tank, and you're like, all right, who gets all right.
Oh,
that's our
delightful.
adventure. That was Lasers and Feelings. I hope everybody had as much fun as I did.
That was fantastic.
Of which I had a lot. I like this group of miscreants, and I hope maybe one day we can revisit them. Setting it in Star Trek, I did on purpose because eventually I want to run a Star Trek campaign on this channel. So, this may not be the last you see of the crew of the Starman Express. Are you gonna rename the Klingon ship? We'll cross that bridge.
The Starman Express, yeah.
The Star Woman Express.
Star Person Express.
The Star Person Express.
So we may see the crew of the Star Person Express sooner than you would think, but yeah, that is Lasers and Feelings. So
I really love the idea of everybody like badly trying to kill each other.
We all just fail our roles.
Anyway,
everybody's just rolling bad.
Go back to normal. 10 minutes.
But all-time shit with Dick like talking Shmeeb out of the captain's chair is very.
That was so funny.
Sorry, Shmeeb.
Oh my
It's
God.
290 meters. Not 289.
Anyway,
I just fucking TPK in this whole fucking
yeah, Jesus Christ. I was like, Omni gets to do that fucking one time.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
I
Like,
loved
literally
it. It
she
was
gets to
so
do
fun.
shit. Ron
Omni-
said it.
Omni's death scene is like everybody's asleep in their beds and Omni's just like spread out over top of them, like thinking about it.
That's how I
It's very
sleep.
creepy.
My God. That would be actually a very good episode of Star Trek if they like came across like a ghost ship and they're like, it's weird. It's just space debris floating around inside the ship. We don't know how it's working. There's like a whole mystery episode. That would be a Star Trek.
Didn't they have that as an episode?
Yeah, I mean probably twice. They probably twice had that. They're like really doing good work over here. But yeah, that is Lasers and Feelings. Do you guys like this game? Do you think that it's like, I mean, it's so simple,
It was
super
so easy
quick.
to pick up.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
very,
Yeah,
very
this
Easy
is
to
amazing.
pick up, easy to understand. I did have to keep looking and being like, which one's over, which one's under.
I need a big
Yeah.
post-it that's like lasers under.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
I-
is on the sheet, it's literally like an arrow and it's like under, it's like right in the middle of the thing. So you're like, I do need to refer to it a whole bunch. But I think it's a fun game. There's a bunch of hacks for like literally whatever genre you want to run. But this is the original one.
We've got trebuchets and feelings in a fantasy setting.
I think that one's called like there's one that's called just like Swords and Sorcery or something.
Mhm.
Nice.
Like swords is like brawn and like sorcery is magic, for instance, But yeah, I think it's a fun game. And yeah, honestly, you could run Star Wars with this. You could run any kind of sci-fi or sci-fi fantasy or any of that. So good game, and it's got a cool little. I actually did. I knew it was going to be Star Trek, but I did use the encounter generator here to actually roll what the adventure was.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
So, anyway, it's a good game. Check it out.
fun.
I think we put the link to the itch IO.
I put it like 50 times. I'm going to put it one more time.
Yeah, so if you guys want to check it out, I think you can name your own price. I paid like $5 for it because I thought it was good work. But no. Anyway, that's the game, and I hope you guys had fun. I did as well.
Cool.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So,
It was fun.
Great game, y'all.
oh yeah,
Thank you
thanks.
so much, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.